Okay, greetings to all. What I want to talk about tonight are words. Words are important. Why? Because whoever controls words controls the mind. And there are some words that need to be explained so you get a better understanding of them. And one of the words I'm going to talk about tonight is the word God. Now, it's not meant to be offensive to anyone. I'm not trying to make mockery of or be funny with, but it's a word. Now, I'm going to quote from a Billy Paul song years ago called War of the Gods. And in the song, he says this. He says, God is not a name, it's a title. Like calling somebody president, preacher, teacher, general, principal, different names, different titles. It doesn't mean anything like that. It doesn't mean what you have been told it means, because God, the word itself, has its root in the German word gut or gut, which means good. Okay, if you go back and look at your Bible in the English, if you go back before the English was written in that Bible, the word God did not exist. Right? Moses didn't call the Creator God. Abraham didn't call the Creator God. No one called the Creator God. And that name wasn't even known until the coming of the English language and things that were written in the book, in the Bible. Okay? So, and the thing is that the word God can be applied to anything or anyone. Everyone in their belief system has a God or the name of what they call God. But no one in your Bible, like I said before, it was written in English, used the word God. So when you say God this and God that, do you believe in God? Then the question would be, well, which one? Because there are many gods. No, there ain't but one God. No, there are many gods because of the name, of the title. All right. It doesn't mean that when you say God, you're talking about the supreme being. Now, that's what you may have been told. But you go over to another country, you go over to, let's say, if you go over to a Muslim country, they call what you call God Allah. Then you have some people that call Jesus God. There are others who have other names, but there are all these different gods. And even in your Bible, it says that Moses, God told Moses, I'm going to make you a God to Pharaoh. Right? It is not written in your law, I said ye are gods. But when you go back and look at the original languages those are written in, that word God was not there. The word God did not exist. The word God is something that was made up. And remember this, what you call God doesn't have a religion. Your Bible is not about religions. There are no religions mentioned in the Bible. Now you say, what is Judaism? Judaism is not a religion. Judaism or Jew comes from the tribe of Judah or Yehuda. Back then there was no J, so there weren't no Jews. There was Yehuda, one of the sons of uh, Jacob or Israel. His name was later called. All right, he was one of the sons because he had 12 sons and a daughter, Diana. So you have to get used to the fact that when you are saying God, you are not really saying what you think you are saying in the sense of the word itself. Now you can use it if you like, but if you want to go back and look at the names or the what was really used, then try using that. Because even the name Jesus was not used. In the Greek, his name was Aristos. In the Hebrew, it was Yeshua, which is the sixth book of the Bible called Joshua, which is the name in English, Jesus, because that was a common name amongst those people. So you have to understand that the meaning of words and the names. Now, another one I want to give you, and this may upset some people, but that's okay. Refer to my Thursday posts whenever you get upset with me. Another word, Lucifer. Lucifer, oh, that's the devil. Man, that's the devil. No, there's nowhere in the book where it says Lucifer is the devil. Okay, well, we'll deal with the devil in a minute too. But the word Lucifer, when you read it in your Bible, it's not a Hebrew word. It's not a Greek word. It is a Latin word. That word comes from the Latin Vulgate. When they were translating the Bible, and when they got to that particular verse, in that particular chapter, in that particular book, they came across that word. The word in Hebrew is Hillel, which means a bright morning star. but they put the word Lucifer, and people have attached that name to mean the devil. It has nothing to do with the devil. Research it, look it up. As a matter of fact, in the First World War, they had a song called "Pack Up Your Troubles in Your Old Kit Bag and Smile, 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 while you've a Lucifer to light your fag." What they were talking about, Lucifer was a match, was a light, was fire, and fag was a cigarette. You've also, so the word, meaning of words change over time. But when you go back to the rudiment of the word and you go back to the title or the meaning of the words, they have a different thing. Same as the word Satan. Satan is not the name of an evil being. You go back, look up the word in the Hebrew, the word Satan is an adversary. You look up the word adversary and you see the same word under Satan. The translators translated it into English to mean Satan, okay, which is an adversary, which is a thing or something that is opposing you, that you have a problem with, or a person. But it's not talking about what you call the devil. And when you say devil, the devil does not have horns, pitchfork, and a tail, and is red. That's nowhere does it describe that type of a being. Okay, the word diablos or demon, those are different words, different titles to describe different things that the people were under by way of their messages. They were getting messages, they were told things, but their level of knowledge was very, very limited. So you have to make sure that when you're saying these things, okay, when you're talking about these things, when you're reading in your book that you call the Holy Bible, and there's nowhere in the book where it says the Bible and it's holy. As a matter of fact, there are two books in the Bible, going back to God, where God, the name as you call it, is never mentioned. I'm going to tell you what those books are. If you want to know, DM me, and I'll tell you what they are. But there are two books, or you can go ask Reverend Wrong Path. You can ask your preacher, what two books in the Bible where we won't find the word God written in? Ask him, see if he knows, or she knows, or they know. And ask them why. Why aren't these books containing the name or the word that we use, God? Why isn't that in there? Because of the fact, no, I'm not going to tell you that either. Go ask them. They'll tell you. And if they don't know, like I said, DM me. I'll give it to you and I'll tell you why. Okay, that tells me that you're listening and you're paying attention. Also, I can say to you, if anything that I say has any meaning or has any value, and please donate, contribute, send a love gift. You know, I don't mind my PayPal. I'll put it on my page there. I'll put my Cash App on there. And you can donate and say, hey, Brother Jerry, we appreciate what you do. We like the work that you're doing. And here's a small donation. Here's a love gift, and keep it up. And I'm going to do that no matter what, regardless. I'm going to continue to do that. But I want you to know that when you're dealing with words, you have to know the meaning of them. You have to get the proper understanding of the words that you think you know, but you don't know, because they're not going to tell you. Another thing about your Bible, remember, it was written over a period of thousands of years. It wasn't just one book written one day and put together. And it didn't have the chapters, didn't have the verses, didn't have the names. And there's nowhere in the Bible where it says St. Peter, St. Paul, St. John, St. James, St. anybody. It's not in the book. These are things that they tell you. And what you have are religions that are man-made, that people have accepted and believe. And I said before, and I'll say it again like this, I'll use the word that you're used to. God does not have a religion. There are no, find for me any religion, Baptist, Methodist, Episcopalian, Lutheran, Catholic, Jehovah's Witness. Show me Jehovah's Witness. Well, that's Jehovah, you got to, no, that's not a religion. That's not a religion either. But show me anywhere in that Bible where you have a religion, where you can prove that there is a religion in there. So I'm going to go over some more words later on, but remember this, that word God, you have to look at it for what it really is, what it really means, and what it really is applied to. Because it can be applied to anything, anyone. Like I said, there are different gods all over the planet. Everybody has a version of what you call God. But it goes back to the German word good or good, G-O-O-D. Take out an O, you got God. Same as you have devil, take off the D, you got evil. God and devil, difference between good and evil. That's how the game is played. Okay, so if you're offended by what I said tonight, again, go back to my Thursday post and you can check it out. Another thing too, I want you, like in current events, you saw what happened over there in England, but say this to you and pay close attention to this. I want you to pay close attention to who is now King Charles. Okay, watch what goes on. What's going to happen next? Okay, because this game it isn't over. It isn't over. This is just tip of the iceberg. But keep your eye on Charles. Also, someone messaged me the other day about September 24th, about something that's going to be taking place. I'm going to have to do some research on that. And I'll get back to you on what I find out and what I know and what my guides tell me about September 24th and what you should expect. Okay? Always remember, be prepared, stay alert. Don't fall for the bullshit games that are going on out there. Um, Keep your eye on what's going on over there in the Middle East. They're not saying anything, but stuff's happening over there as well as over in, again, Russia and Ukraine and Germany and the UK. Pay attention to those things because, again, all what's going on is a distraction. You'll notice that on the news that sister that's over there in Russia, that's the basketball player, you won't hear shit about her in a while. All you're hearing about is what they want you to hear about. They're telling you, like, watch the stock market. It's starting to flutter. Things are going on that you need to pay attention to. I'm just here to tell you what's happening, what you need to know. But again, go back and research the words. The word is very, like I said, whoever wins the wars writes the books. And whoever makes the words controls people. And what it does, it's also part of a mind control. Okay, it's all part of the mind control. Whatever school of thought you think you come from, go back and revisit it. Another thing too is like with the renewing of the mind is how you will transform. With the renewing of the mind is how you will change. But you have to deconstruct the old ways to bring in the new ways. You have to deconstruct all the old stuff that you've been taught, what they've shown you, and bring in the new. Okay? So again, get rid of that word God. You don't need it. You don't have to say, oh God, I need no. You can do whatever. Remember this. They say and they teach you this. Remember this here. If you're looking for the God, look for you. Look inside. Like it says, the kingdom of heaven is in you. The God you're looking for is in you. That ability, all those things are in you. So until tomorrow, Thursday, I'm going to tell you what's on my mind. But again, keep your mind on what's going on with the now King Charles. And I'll get back to you on that September 24th thing. Okay, until next time, namaste.